power. Peace and power to the people that struggle. Salute, salute. Peace and power. I thank the universal truth and the absolute laws of nature for guiding me, protecting me, and giving me the strength to endure the imperfect. I shall attack with vigor, making progressive moves. A divine mind knows, a divine mind shows. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. All things work in divine order. Peace and power to the people that struggle. As you come on in, know that this is a safe space. Know that this is a space for learning and getting learned up. Know that this is a space for educating and being educated. Know that this is a space for conversation, comments and concerns, dialogue. This is a space of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. A space of integrity. This is your space. A space of love, hella right. A space of justice, truth, squares, self, saviors. A space where we are working on a united path towards true liberation. As my classroom assistants come on in, please keep all contact information in the chat for the duration and throughout the class. Please keep all funding information, hashtags, green screens, apps that are cash, pals that pay, grams that are money, unions that are Western, birds that fly, kites. Send a kite to the big yard. We're going to talk about that. Kites. There's a war going on. Consistent war going on. Fund the war effort. If you or anybody you know is in anger management, if you or anybody you know is in need of anger management, please book an assessment. Don't wait till it's too late. Don't wait till you're driving a car through a laundromat. Don't wait until you're getting hit upside your head with a spatula at the Waffle House. Don't wait until you're getting cuffed up, face down on the pavement. It's too late. If you or anybody you know is in need of a domestic violence intervention, please book an assessment. Stop cutting up in front of the kids, the families. Stop being thrown out of the PTA meetings because y'all two is arguing, disturbing everything. Book an assessment. If you or anybody you know is in need of an intimate relationship abuse counseling or consultations, please book an assessment. Learn the warning signs, the behaviors that should alarm you. Characters and characteristics that should heighten your awareness. People, places, events, past traumas, okay? That should keep you on high alert. Remember with this information, the life that you save could be your own. Peace and power was going on. Our partner Delay. Ride with me on this. I'm under the weather. Been under the weather all weekend, fighting a fever and all that. I thought it was allergies, but it was something else. So I'm trying to rock through everything. Be patient. Be patient. Okay? Let me ride through this. Also nursing my daughter, who probably either she caught it from me or I caught it from her. You dig? And you know how these youngins can be when they are a bit under the weather. So, yeah, patience is a must. And as always, I appreciate you all for coming through. Okay? We got some folks to tag. We got some information to get out. We're going to do the best we can in class today. First and foremost, we need to tag Tory Lanez, tag his daddy, and tag the California Correctional Institution. Okay? The Department of Corrections of California. In the big yard. Tag them. Tell them to come bring their ass to class. Tag Philly. I see some of y'all in the building already. Philly. Man, Philly, y'all got our hearts bleeding, man. I'm serious. Please, Philly, get it together, man. What do y'all need? Tag the family of Kadir Johnson. No relation. Also known as LGP Qua. Okay, tag them. Somebody, as I've been telling you consistently, damn near for the last 6 months, Harlem, somebody tag Carlucci. Tag Carlucci. I've been telling y'all about this man. Now he show face. So tag him. Yep. Tag bad boy. Yeah, tag the Combses. We see y'all. Tag Diddy and everybody at the trial. Tag them. Somebody tag Laurianne Gibson. I've been asking for her for months as well. What's going on? For real, for real. Tag her. Yeah, she may be the boss's handler. Yeah, that could be the new Ms. G. Maxwell. She could be the groomster. Tag Laurianne Gibson in Canada while you at it. Ironically, we got Canada in the building. Laurianne Gibson and Tory Lanez. Yeah, tag them both. Tag the Reverend Al Quaker Sharpton. What is going on with him? Tag him in the National Action Network. I want to see why he coming to events looking like goddamn Quaker Oats man. So tag Reverend Al. Tag him. Tag him. It's about time he go sit his ass down somewhere. Who else we got here? And I believe that's about it. We're going to get into it. We're going to do the best that we can. Bear with me if I have to sneeze or blow a nose or, just bear with me. Bear with me, okay? Please, the fun of war. If things are definitely a little bit off base for the weekend, there was some people. I done dropped my damn medication or whatever the hell that was. Oh, okay. All right. But let's see who's in the building. Yeah, let's see who's in class today, damn it. Ooh, what is Merk Blow? What you trying to get? Merk Blow. Ooh, first in class. Tierra, we see you, Tierra. Yeah, I'm trying to get the voice back, Tierra. We may be able to get this session in this evening. We see you. The youngin' is up in the building. Bam Woods. Philly's up in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Curly J. Yeah, we see you. Yeah, DC. T-Mac. 55. T-Mac already, y'all. T-Mac 55. Shamallah, peace. What's going on, Almighty? A Wood, what's going on? Frankie Fierce, what up? East New York is in here. Ken Williams. T. Haven and Inc. What up? What up? Park Hill. Shaolin is up in here. Wiley's up in here. Okay. 55. You've been missing in action out there in that damn AZ Sun. Snook the Beard TV. Hakim B. Peace. What up? What up? Ja. What up, Ja? Peace, Ja. Geechee. What up, Geechee? We see you. GB Mark Hines Tracks Backs TV. What up, Bushhead? Zone 864 TV. Jean. Helene. Camus. I told y'all Canada was in the building. Canada's in here deep. They poked your man out, Jean. First responders, they need you. Get over there, Jean. Help your man out. Patch him up. Charles, what up, Charles? Joel, what up, Joel? East New York, we see you. Willie Becker. Angel, what's going on? William Extra, what up? Lovely lady. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, Philly in the building, Dub C, what's going on? Huh? Nadeem, what up, Nadeem Rogers? Yeah. Yeah, the other side is up in here across the water. What up, Nadeem? We see you. Mr. Gomes. 07555. Yeah, 55. Yeah. Jeff Sparks, what up? Sierra, we see you, what up? Sean Jenkins, Philip Boone, what's going on? Jonathan Kidd, yeah. Yeah, y'all up in here deep. Down, what up, Dow? Ooh, Zay Indigo, peace, peace, peace. We see you. Yeah. Hard Tunes, what up? C Blaze the Sniper. We see you. What's going on? Born was my Lord, peace, Almighty. What's going on? 7. Kevin L. What up? We got the Grossler, the Global Hustler, cool, the bag of bows. What up? From Zurich, Switzerland. We see you. The underground MC extraordinaire off the top of the head and all that. What's going on? Tice, what up? We see you. We see you. Yeah, Doyle. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. First and foremost, we really do have disturbing news that we have to start with. I wanted to get into the trial because that's all that's going on right now. Mainstream, but I'm not following this shit daily. I'm telling you, there's some things that's going on, some trickery at play. We'll get into it. Again, this is a big distraction piece. Okay? Big distraction piece. I need y'all to focus. Okay? I need you to focus. Lamel, what up? We see you. D Stu, what up? Okay, Cool KK, Flatbush, what up? We see y'all. Okay. Now listen, we're going to get into all that. But again, it's trickery at play. We're going to see, day by day how this moves along. Disturbing news, though. The crooner, singer, rapper Tory Lanez was poked out a little while ago. Yeah, he got poked out in the big yard in one of the California correctional facilities. Okay, now, initial reports were that the injuries were not life-threatening. However, thanks to Koku, who keeps me on point along with many of you, she just sent me a quick DM before we came on that they're now saying that he's in critical condition. So the reports are going to be sketchy, right? We remember the reports, excuse me, y'all, the reports when Casanova had got cut in the feds. They was talking about, oh, his face got cut off, half his face, So it was sketchy, and then we found out it wasn't that bad, We don't know right now. For people who don't know, he is Tory Lanez, rapper, singer, artist extraordinaire, is incarcerated for 10 years for blowing trial to clapping Megan Thee Stallion, and he was convicted in 2023. So with time served already, because they snatched his bail and all that. This is coming up on 2025 August. So 10 years. He was getting kind of short. Not short, but he was getting short. And man, I don't see how anybody can allow this to take place. Like, I'm still trying to figure out how a Canadian with strong roots in New York City, in Brooklyn to be exact, is in general population, knowing that the case that he had, it was a significant case. It was well publicized, and he has no affiliation out there. You dig what I'm saying? He ain't a gang member. So why was he still in Pop Dog out there? Small in stature, and it's weird for me. I'm not missing the ironic piece that it is today when the jury has been sat and opening statements have been made in the Sean Puffster Dittler Combs trial. We're not going to skip the irony in that. All right? And I'm not going to skip the irony in I didn't know that this was going to take place, but I damn sure was going to speak on Laurianne Gibson again today because I got questions. And she's Canadian. See how the divine order plays out? But anyway, there's reports that he was in the big yard, got poked up, or they took him out of the facility and rushed him to the hospital. Again, initially, it was not life-threatening. Now there's reports from different sources saying that he's in critical. It is dangerous for anyone to be incarcerated. It is not a walk in the park. I don't care how many times you've been through there. I don't care how long you've been in there. I explained this to you before. Your life is always threatened. You're always up under the gun. Doesn't matter. It's even worse when you're not in your home state or city. And for me, if you in a space that is so institutionalized with gang violence and gang activity that it's the norm, yo, you out of pocket, you out of bounds. That's a whole different element of regressive energy when you have to be locked up so far away from home and in a space where this is what it is. It's a different rule. It's a different code. It's a different politic when you adding on gangs in prison where it's the norm. That's an entirely different way of being when you're not that. Where it is a known fact that if you are neutral, if you are from out of town, damn it, that you have to choose something. That's just the way it is out there. And I'm like, wow, really? So I can remember, man, maybe last year, maybe about 15 months ago that they said he took his shahada and he was now Muslim after being raised in a Christian family. So, excuse me, I'm guessing, the Muslims would have been protecting him, holding him down to some degree. I do know that he was doing music and stuff, so he might have been in a space where he got comfortable and was a little too comfortable. Now, I don't know how strong the Islamic community is in prison out there. I know we seen the movies and all that. Listen, we Muslim brothers and they held down OG Bobby Johnson when he was about to get his grippers took. We see a lot, okay, in fiction when it comes to prisons and stuff like that. But I'm gonna tell you first and foremost, they don't be strong like that everywhere. Okay? Especially like in New York State where we have so many different facilities at different security levels. I've seen and been in some spots where they ain't have no strength whatsoever. They stayed grouped up, maintained themselves as a group, but they didn't get out of pocket and they really wasn't holding nothing down. Then I've been in other facilities where they were very strong. So I don't know, especially with how the gangs have been moving in California. You know, if Muslims are strong right now, you don't see it because prisons, jails are usually a reflection of the streets and what they pushing out to the street. We are in some of the most ignorant times ever as a group of people, as a nation. And Islam is not strong like that. They not. They haven't been strong in a minute. Our generation, very strong, very influential. People wanted to be in the ranks of the Nation of Islam. People wanted to be in the ranks of the Sunnis or the Shiite Muslims or any people they wanted that. Now I'm not talking about Arabic people. I'm talking about melanated folks born and raised here. I don't see the upsurge. I don't. So I don't know how strong they are out there. We see what the kids do. The kids are usually a reflection of the leadership, a reflection of the influence, and you don't see a lot until they get in trouble. Then they go through there. Okay? Gangs have proliferated and taken over. If it isn't the gangs, is definitely Grippergate. Definitely Grippergate. You knew him? Deepest condolences to you. Okay? Deepest condolences to anybody. Well, to Philly, period. So we're going to get to that. So I don't know. I don't know what could have happened. It was in the yard. We know how prison yards get. But, you know, for a celebrity, yeah, a lot of times celebrities is lunch meat. You may be able to hold the wolves off because you got a little bread. You know, you may be able to drop some money here and there. But when the money dry up, wolves is on your neck. For real. Especially if you not about that action. Right? There's some people who made it in entertainment that was just jail. DMX, he was good wherever he was. I never heard of him getting extorted, twisted it, because he was consistently in jail. He was in custody. All right? You did? Never heard anything happen in the Loon. Right? Who, again, is somebody who took his Shahada and became a follower of the Muslim faith. Excuse me, Islamic faith. Right? Black Rob was in and out. You understand? Ghost went through the island. You dig? Yayo, Tony Yayo was you didn't hear it. They might have been built for it. Everybody's not built for it. Not as far as money and not as far as stature. Now he's a little dude. Again, we would want anybody that has to do time to go do time and make it out unscathed, mentally as well as physically. But again, celebrities have it rough. Capone and Noriega, yeah, it was rough. Who else? Slick Rick, it was rough. Yeah. We know Cormega did what he did, right? Who else was able to do it? I don't know about Sean. I'm thinking Sean did the majority of that shit in the box. I remember when he came up, he was in Downstate 1 complex for a minute. Then he went to Woodburn. So he might have been in the box the majority of the bid, which ain't, again, isn't bad because he had the gang tag on him coming in. Could have got scraped up. Could have been ugly for him. You dig? Prodigy, I didn't hear nothing about P. You know, he might have been able. P's a little dude too. Again, it depends on where you land, how you do it, how you stay up out of the way. If you got bread, how it move. It's funny. It's very funny with that, especially from people who haven't been in and out consistently. P went through at a different time. You dig? You know. So, you know, to his family, we know that, you know, they're definitely concerned. We hope he pulled through. That's something that, again, we don't want for anyone. That is a terrible way to meet your demise. It is. It just, you know, it's a lot to it, man. It's a lot. You were born. People have so much promise for you. Your family, they raise you up. You get a talent. You make it. You in the industry. Then you in the jail and you go out in the jail. It's come on, yo. It's a bad way to be, especially when it was from my perspective unnecessary. I didn't understand why this man had a hammer and you with Meg Thee Stallion and California and shit like with Kardashians and all. Why you got a hammer? I don't get it. I don't get it. You dig? So whether he did it or not, for me, the bid was unnecessary unless somebody lined him up, which is again, you know, a hazard of the industry, that they will know your habits, know your behaviors, know your character, and could line you up to that degree that they know that you're going to pull a hammer, they know you're going to bust somebody or lick. You with women, you with girls. It was not like somebody was coming to jack him, was not like he was in the, so the whole story didn't make sense, unnecessary, and now he getting poked. You know, again, I always say, divine order, clean eyes, clear ears, know your surroundings, how you manifest yourself, what's important in your life. Okay? That's something that is it is of the utmost importance that we all should live by. We have to be very, 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 very particular about how we move. You understand? How we move, who we are, what is our motivation? What's the end results that we are looking for at the end of the day, at the end of the week, at the end of the month? That's what awareness is about. Consciousness, being woke. You understand? Yeah, it could have been a hit. It could be many things. I'm telling you. And again, it is a very, very dangerous place to be. You have really no one you can trust behind the walls. I don't care who it is, unless it's your co-defendant. You understand? I did a few years with my co-defendant. You know, once it's separated, whoa, that's it. You meet comrades along the way. Okay? But everybody presents themselves in a certain way. You got to use that microscope when you're in prison to really look at people's behaviors. And it's not what they will do, it's what they won't do. That's where you make your judgment on people, is what they won't do. They won't stay away from the gambling. They won't stay away from them sweet boys. They won't stay away from getting high and stuff like that. They won't go to the law library. They won't go to the yard to work out. These are the things that you got to be aware of. And then like, yo, okay, now I can't mess with them because they're not trying to better themselves during this bid. Okay? You are in there because of the layers of the capitalist oppression that we are living through. And now you caught up. So you have to utilize that time to correct anything that could have caused you to stumble and catch that bid. If you're not doing that, it becomes a very dangerous element. Not only from us, from the police, you have to really be on your job. You have to be. And I don't care how lame the facility may be. I don't care how highly intense it may be. It could be a maximum 8 that's very violent. You have to work on yourself, knowing everything and everyone around you, and just, man, go through it. Go through it. You dig? Is deep. So Tory Lanez got banged up. And throughout the course of the day, you probably be getting different updates from different people. Again, I'm trying I'm trying to get people to understand that this is a war on all fronts. We are always in the bottom because that's what we lack. We lack the understanding of militancy, supporting ourselves, and being prepared for war for any of us. Any of us. You dig? So that's where we at. Please excuse this. I don't know what neighbor this is or what car this is, but damn it, man. Get your bucket. This shit is crazy. So yeah, Tory is banged up. We wish him healing. You dig? Let me get that out of the way. Got poked up. The Canadian got poked up in the yard. All right. In the California correctional facility. Okay. Said the Mexicans hit him up, Tut. Could be. Like I said, I'm not there. We don't have anybody right there. Oh, now it's coming through? Damn. Which is shit. You gotta under why? Why? The Chicanos popping off on Muslims? That's what I said, man. Black men have to be in better shape. I'm talking about as far as organizing and letting people know that, yo, we not anybody punching bags. That's just not happening. We got to cut that out. There was a time where people had, you dig what I'm saying? Fear. I mean, fear when they seen a black man. Now they just trying to make people wreck. And it's because they show us wearing purses, polish on your nails, skirts, okay? Taking each other out on a regular and not wanting for nothing. Nothing. You don't want no money. You don't want no puss. You don't want nothing no more but to get high and lay down. And that gotta stop. That gotta stop. For real, for real. We gotta find a whole entire different way for people to be dealing with us when they see us. Okay? And it's up to you guys. People that come through this class, it's up to y'all. Okay? Who? Well, I can't say shit about nobody. Don't even put that name in the chat. Fuck a police gonna tell you he's somebody protected. That shit out of here. Nah, we don't rock like that. Not with that cop. Crazy. Protected. How he gonna call out and say somebody protected? He can't even protect his own grippers. He playing having menages with an old fae and a porn star wife of an old fae. Get out of here. We don't give his word no credibility around here. None. None. Okay, let's go. Philly, where y'all at? Philly, where y'all at? We sending the universal healing to y'all once again. Uh, young rapper, young rapper. Now I got questions about this, man. Young, not even a young rapper, a young MC. LGP Qua was shot and unalived on Mother's Day, 24 years old, in his hometown of Philly. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Philly been crying as a city. This is the city of brotherly love, and we won't allow the bleeding to stop. So much history in Philly. So much. There's so much people can learn. I'm telling you, I was there 2 weeks. Never mind when you go through to see your family, it's different than when you're going through there with a separate purpose, right? If I'm going through Hamburger and Lehigh, I'm not learning much. I'm going to see family and stuff. You dig? That's what I'm doing. And you know, I'm seeing them, and then we out. But when I went through for 2 weeks, you know, with principals of the Department of Education from all across the country, I had time to go through South Philly, to go through historic Philly, to be in do y'all know that Philly has the very first courtroom of the nation? And I'm in there trying to look at the geographics of it. I'm in there trying to, even though I don't know it, I'm trying to look at the Freemasonry in it. If they saying that this is the very first courtroom, I'm like, wow. Wow. I went to the South Korean Monument Museum, of course, the Liberty Bell, Ben Franklin's home, all that right there. You reading about the Quakers, you see, like this was the first free city. No slavery. No slavery. This is where they were running to. You understand? They give you the history of George Washington and how his ass chased the slave around that got away from him. He trying to, excuse me, recapture her. This is history, and it puts your mind in a different space. Like, damn, these old fays really had it bad. If they couldn't enslave us, they was exterminating us. It gives you a different perspective. So how could we be in Philly and keep going hard like that? To unalive each other, to not save them babies out there, the young men. Now this MC, this Philly MC was nice. Now I seen him a while ago, and then you keep seeing little spurts and spurts and spurts. And I'm like, wow, shorty nice. Nice. So you waiting for him to come out. You waiting for him to hit mainstream. And look, on Mother's Day, which again, I'm not a fan of any of these made-up holidays. I'm not a fan of it. And people have to be in a space that when somebody tells you they don't believe in something, understand them, man. I don't rock with that. I treat all of the women around me and in my family like it's Mother's Day every day. Every day. By making an attempt to build young men that's going to protect them. By trying to give them different information so they can be woke and conscious. By making sure they protect it every day. I don't have my mother. I lost my mother 20 years ago. So I don't want to see a whole bunch of fluff and bullshit on television and everybody running around. I don't have mine, and I hope that people are able to deal with not having theirs the way I've dealt with not having mine. Because it's not a fun club to be in. I've seen many not come back from it at all. So there's a level of understanding that people need to have, some type of humility when people are saying, yo, I don't really rock with that. I'm not trying to damper your shine or your parade, but respect what I do. It's like everything else in this stupid ass country. They feed you these narratives and these supposed automatics. It's not automatic that everybody's joyous during this. Now look, this mother lost hers on Mother's Day. She lost her son. So what are we going to do? Ignore that fact every time it come around and she don't have hers? You dig? It's a real different feeling. It's a different feeling. I'm telling you. So I go through it the way most do. Every day. Because mine was my best friend for real, for real. You dig? And that's what people seem to not get. They see you, they believe that because you have the strength to help others, to provide for others, when your support is minimal. I get minimal support. I want y'all to know that. It's never a why me session. It's never no victimization. But I'm letting you know, don't think that a lot comes my way, because it doesn't. Again, some are built for it and some are not. I've been with a lot of people who claim to be committed to the work and community and shit. As soon as ain't nothing coming, they out of there. They gone. Again, I'm built for it because I understand that I come from a different school and my struggle is for real. Okay? And when that struggle hits and I get to thinking, yeah, my mom ain't here, yo. Yeah, I still got my father, my enlightener. But it's different. Well, moms is out of here. So again, I hope people can understand that. It's a weight. I'm telling you that I really don't wish on nobody. For real, for real. So now let's get to it. The recent loss of LGP Qua, a 24-year-old Philadelphia MC whose raw freestyles gave voice to a generation, have left fans and the community reeling. Kadir Johnson, known as LGP Qua, was fatally clapped in his hometown on May 11, 2025, silencing a talent who used his art to fight the very violence that claimed his life. His unalivement on Mother's Day has sparked grief and questions about the relentless gun violence plaguing Philadelphia. This is madness. When I tell you, anytime I heard him spit, he was definitely, man, him close, very close to Pac as far as interchanging consciousness, okay, with a street element and being fully aware of his environment. The man had bars, definitely had bars, and I'm trying to figure out where was the protection. Now again, I know a lot of people are into a lot of different things. I know it. There are a lot of people that are into a lot of different things. We're not going to victim shame here because we don't know. There was reports that it was a robbery going bad. There was a lot of things. D'Aven, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? The clapping happened just before 4:40 p.m. in the Juniata Park neighborhood on the 1400 block of East Luzerne Street. Qua was struck in the chest and rushed to Temple University Hospital in a private vehicle. Still, he was pronounced unalive shortly before 5 p.m. Damn, 20 minutes. Philadelphia police are investigating, but the clapper remains unidentified and no arrests have been made. A $20,000 reward is being offered for information leading to an arrest and conviction. The motive is unclear, leaving the community searching for answers. Qua was born in 1999 in North Philadelphia, rose to fame with freestyles that captured the struggles of his city. His lyrics, like those in a viral freestyle shared widely online, painted a vivid picture of life in Philly. Philly, Philly, Philly. That's the place where I was born at, on the north side, where the lights was never on at. You know what I'm saying? The boy was, oh man, he was nice. Definitely was nice. Definitely was nice with it. Okay? Definitely was very nice with it. Let's continue. Qua's raps were socially conscious, something that is not at all common in the current crop of rappers blowing up the charts. Although he often touches on subjects that might leave some feeling alienated, Qua knows that many won't follow the wisdom laced within his rhymes. But that doesn't inhibit his determination. He said, I rap to get a message or a point across. So you could take that and do whatever you want with it. And hopefully you do the right thing with it. Now this, I'm reading from his article from when he was 18. This is 6 years. 18. Okay? And he was already sharp and on point. Okay? Qua is already seen as a pillar in his local community. So much so that many have even begun referring to him as voice of the youth and tagging him as such on social media. I've seen a lot of positive feedback, Qua explains. When I was coming out of the store, some young kid came up to me and said, you're the one that be rapping. You're the voice of young people. You see what I'm saying? So how did we not protect him? How? Let's continue. Much appreciation, Wayne Van, for funding the war effort. His music wasn't just art, it was activism. After a 2016 weapons charge at the age of 17, he turned to transform his life. He visited schools, mentored kids, and partnered with brands like Foot Locker to distribute nearly 1,000 pair of sneakers to students. Local leaders praised his efforts, including Philadelphia Councilwoman Cindy Bass and Senator Sharif Street. In his 2017 freestyle during Meek Mill's legal troubles went viral, catching the attention of rap icons like Snoop, Nas, and will.i.am, with whom he collaborated with on a track. Now I'm trying to figure out how come Shorty wasn't signed. If not signed, how come he wasn't in the mix already? That was 6 years ago. 6 years ago, we've been hearing about him since 2018, and he didn't find a path through this raggedy industry. And from 2018, we done had nothing but garbage. That's saying something. That's letting you know the conspiracies and gripper gates within the industry that I keep telling y'all to get rid of. This dude was sharp. Tut TV, much appreciation. Okay? There's certain things a person never forgets, like their first kiss or their own birthday. But for Philadelphia rapper Qua, the moment that's scorched in his memory down to the specific date is the day he became a viral sensation. I did a freestyle on November 15th. That's a legitimate date. Meek Mill had just been sentenced to 2 to 4 years in state for violating parole, and to hear Qua talk about it, Philly was going crazy. We felt that it was unfair or just how he got sentenced. We thought it was injustice, and so I decided I would speak on it, and it just happened. And his freestyle went viral. You dig? Now we saying from 2018. You mean to tell me somebody that was this nice was getting bypassed? Like he didn't get pushed through? Post Malone, Lil Uzi Vert, these are people coming out in 2018. 2019, Cardi B, Blueface, Travis Scott, 2020, Lil Nas X, Roddy Ricch. These dudes passed him. These dudes passed him to where that he's still in the street and get approached and for somebody to try to take his shine. Like if the babies is recognizing him in 2018, the babies is giving him that influencer tag because he's in there. He's giving away sneakers. He's helping. He's telling them to fall back. In 2025, we lose him like we just losing anybody else. That is insane. That is crazy. That is nasty, nasty work. He should post that. It's nothing out now. It's nothing out coming out of Philly. Like, come on, what's going on? We didn't protect him, right? Or, again, the frustration with the industry and not trying to be in it might have caused them to slip up. Might have caused them to make some wrong decisions. But from the way it's looking at it, the way it's looking like on Mother's Day at 4:40, man, somebody just did him dirty, yo. Did him dirty. So Philly, man, y'all back in class, man. Y'all back in class again. Whatever's needed, man. Let me know. If we beyond walking the streets out there, man. It's people doing it. I'm telling you. I know OG Law out there talking. Or Shorty in his rhymes was doing it. His rhymes was the closest to Pac that I done seen or heard. And I'm telling you that as somebody that's been in this shit since 79. He had it. He got it. He had the gift. I know some more Starks is out there. Yeah, OG out there. We've been giving the message. They came to New York. How you think I know them? We trained them in anti-gun violence. They are spectacular in their communities. Pushing. But like me, again, no support. None. It falls on deaf ears and it's frustrating, making not only the plea, but the demand that y'all want to be right for yourselves. For yourselves, man. And if you don't want to do it for yourselves, then F it. Let the old face have their way. Don't cry when y'all see them wilding out, arresting people for nothing, pulling people over, taking them out of cars when their kids is crying, throwing young dudes on their face. Don't cry. Don't say, yo, look, they didn't unalive them little young white kids that was 7 and 9 shooting the way they did to Mayor Right. You can't complain. You can't make comparisons because you don't support, organize, and go forward with what you claim you believe in and what you want for yourselves. I'm telling you, I'm the living example of it. I'm telling you. I see it. I learn so much every day. That is, yo, when I tell you, knowledge be born, oh my goodness. Born to knowledge, zigzag zig is so complete. And you learn every day that you build and build. Yo, human nature is foul. When it comes to what we are, I see some wild people at their core are rotten. I see it. Rotten. Just nasty and disgusting. So you gotta pull back and be like, yo, nah, let that happen. Let whatever the old face have in store for them, do. Go ahead. You lose empathy for it. But again, I'm in the work, man. I'm not going to allow that shit to beat me up. I'm a soldier and I know what need to be done. But again, I'm telling you, you lose leadership. You lose those who are really moving because they just are no longer able to do it. Can't. And you see thousands, millions throwing that bullshit, nigga. You be like, what? For real? Exactly. Jamaicans the ones who gave Marcus Garvey up. Shit is wild. Shit is wild. You know? But Philly, we still with y'all, man. We gotta push. We gotta push. All right, before I get into Ms. Laurianne, because I don't care what nobody say. It is no way in hell she should be evading anything. I don't know how she escaped any notoriety in this. She been with this dude forever. Her and Carlucci, as I told y'all about him before, we gonna see what's up. But before that, god damn it, we gotta get into Reverend Al. Now, we know he a rat. We know he a snitch. We know he tried to get Asada back over here so they can put her back in jail. We know all that. We know he's a crumb cake, boot, liquor, gripper, sniffer. We know all that. But damn it, we don't know why he was dressed like the Quaker Oats man. Looking like he was getting ready to pull some oats and grits out his pockets at this Met Gala. And don't know why his people allow him to make a fool of himself all the time. But they'll praise him. They'll talk about how great he is and national this and that and civil rights and all this. And they got him out here looking wild. Dancing, doing dumb shit with his big ass head and his little body. Always showing up, looking wild. Now y'all let this man come through. Damn, Uncle Ben. He looked like he getting ready to sell some oats. He looked like, and my thing is, Elton Johnson, much appreciation for the super chat. Okay? I'm trying to figure it out. Ride with me now. How come that wasn't viral? We seen this stupid ass boy put a piano on his back. That went viral. We seen this little sweet sugary boy, what's his name? Because we can ready to get into him too. Yeah, we get ready. What's his name? Alton? Where's his name at? Let me get right up into him. We seen him with his chest out. You know, getting ready to get his grippers. Yeah, Alton Mason. We seen that. That went viral. Okay? A lot of little viral moments. Y'all laughed at Future. You laughed at him. Because he took his pieces out. Y'all thought it was dreads. Weave. It's like Erykah Badu had all them years weave wig. But y'all let Al ain't go viral with that suit. We just now seeing that nasty ass suit he had on. He coming through to the gala looking like Paul Revere and shit. Crispus Attucks ass. Sit his old ass down somewhere. Okay? Sit him down. Because now y'all making him look like a clown. We already know he did some clown shit. We already know that. But now you destroying the legacy. You are. I don't know what the hell y'all think it is. You think that was a decent outfit? Huh? With his cuffs? He had cuffs that was bigger and longer than his damn hand. Tight ass jacket. Looking like he getting ready to say, the British is coming. The British is coming. Oh, the red coats. What are y'all doing? What are y'all doing? We know his wife broke out, but your daughters is there. Y'all don't look at your pops and be like, yo, hold on. So you going to the gala and that? That wasn't that. It was nothing dandyish about that. Nothing. At all. He thought you looked like Frederick Douglass? Nah, man. No. No. You thought you was going, what? You representing the nation? Huh? Sit your ass down. Go somewhere. Pilgrim looking ass. Get that outfit was stupid. Almost worse than Piano on the Back Boy. Or Adventure Time 3000 Stacks. Yeah. Come on now. Shit crazy. Shit crazy. Y'all doing elders dirty. Y'all are. Y'all are. You'll never see the old face doing that. Never. When they old face when they elders look a little weird, excuse me, they sit their ass down. They do. They sit them down somewhere. Listen, we can't have them like that. You see George Bush? Either one of them. I ain't been seeing old Sleepy Joe in a minute. Or Billy Jeff. Y'all don't see Bill Clinton, old Billy Jefferson. Y'all don't see Billy Jeff. They sit their ass down when they start wigging out and losing the step. Y'all got Al Sharpton dancing all stupid. Nigga trying to do the bus stop with broke knees and a little ass body. What are y'all doing? Tell him, yo, sit down. Why he going to the Met Gala? Because he have to. They got to pay that money. Because what does he have to do? He got an art program coming out, National Action Network. The Met donates, gives funding to National Action Network. I mean, we ask the questions we want to know. Because make it make sense. Make it make sense. You ain't the mayor. You don't hold no political position nowhere. Nowhere. City council, you ain't district leader, none of that. You are a made-up entity. Activism. Made up. That's it. Non-profit. What are you doing in there? Why you come up in there looking like you getting ready to pull a whole cup of oats out? Like you just, this is these are the grains that we grow. your National Action Network, you know, and you got a musket or some shit in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? Like you getting ready to turkey hunt. Sit your ass down. Go somewhere, Sharpton. Sit down. Your time is up, man. Go ahead, fall back. Fall back. Fall back, man. For real. Y'all need to sit them down. Not effective. You don't have that energy. Nobody believes in you. None. Except the people that you showing how to play liberal and kiss Ofe ass. Yeah, man. Yeah, he got a musket in the back. Guarantee you, if that dude had a piano on his back, you understand what I'm saying? And Doechii came in there looking like some damn jockey that you put on the front lawn, I guarantee you, old Al Sharpton had an old musket in the back somewhere. Yeah, I mean, they took him out of the damn limousine cab shit with a big umbrella looking like Mary Poppins. Oh, soft ass. Get your ass out of here. Serious. Get him up out of here. He's gone. He's gone. You dig what I'm saying? He is out of here. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out why that ain't go viral. Somebody needs to tell me why that ain't go viral. Okay? Yeah. They talking about a whole lot of stuff with Diddy already. Oh, he got the mail review. Man, they going in. We'll get into that at the end of the week. We wait till all this good shit come through. Now, speaking of which, I told y'all several times on this platform that there was a man that knows all of the secrets from the beginnings of Bad Boy, and I kept asking, where he at? Where he at? I asked Harlem. Nobody came with no information. I asked my old team to introduce me to him. Yo, where he at? Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody. And then when I'm saying his name here, y'all ain't know who I was talking about. Because I know most of you don't. Because a lot of you weren't in the mix back then. It wasn't. A lot of my class isn't from New York. A lot of my class don't know. I wouldn't have known him if I wasn't in the proper positioning. So, when I said the name, Carlucci, nobody knew what I was talking about. And I kept saying, yo, Harlem, find Carlucci. He's the key. Just like when I asked why Mike Bivens' name ain't come up in none of this stuff. He grip a gate. He dealt with Bad Boy for years. And I asked about Laurianne Gibson. These people work with him. Damn a Harv Pierre. We already know him and what he involved in. We know that. Damn a Farnsworth. He got the hell up out of there. But they're key people who's been with him, who roll with him, who got major checks with him and outside of him. Know his bullshit when the cameras go off. Where's Laurianne Gibson? Her name don't come up, and she got extensive Grippergate ties, which make me believe she might have gave him up. Nobody has mentioned this woman's name. He's been abusive to her in front of us, on camera, definitely behind camera. She was everywhere. Now we don't get nothing about her, and he already in trial. So Carlucci, I was saying that me and a homie had a real decent acquaintanceship, because he seen people I was going in their pockets. He was like, yo, damn, son, you always around. You always getting busy. Yeah. I seen him at Burt Padell office. I used to see him at the GOAT. I used to see him at all the little clubs. Yeah, I used to go to the GOAT. Yeah, I went to the GOAT. Yeah, I was backsliding here and there. Yeah. Ain't no secret about the Mac experience that I had lived through for a few years. Yeah, little old face was on the goddamn yellow stripe. Yeah. So you got to pull them up out of them spots sometime. I would see Carlucci had to go on the regular. Yeah. I remember one time me and Carlucci was laughing because they wouldn't let Dougie Fresh in the GOAT. He was trying to get in the GOAT. They wouldn't let him in. Me and Carlucci was laughing. We went in and he was asking us, yo, man, come on, man. Tell him to let me in. I said, Lucci, get him in. He's like, I ain't messing with. They don't want to let him in. It's for a reason. Yeah. Yeah. We was even on the phone with, yo, Lucci, what's up? Where you at? He was Jodeci's handler. Anytime they needed to be moved around, he moving them around. This dude was in the industry before Diddy. I would want to say that. I say that before the Puff stuff. He is extensive, and he know the secrets, and he knows a lot. Why all of a sudden Friday, when I was very much under the weather, I see him with a free Diddy shirt coming up out of court. I'm like, oh, boy, somebody's loyal to the brand. Boy, somebody's loyal to the band. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. You subbed, much appreciation for joining the class. I'm trying to figure it out. Lucci? I done been calling this man name out for months. He know the secrets, but he popped out. And he popped out not on no disrespectful shit. He didn't do no fake ass Gene Deal shit. He didn't do no fake ass Mark Curry shit. He didn't do none of that. He loyal to the brand. And his pop out isn't ironic. And his statement free Diddy on his shirt isn't ironic. Okay? He letting dudes know, like I told y'all, the Freakoffs still going on. The Grippergate is still going on. And by that man popping out, he looking to see who coming to court, who coming to talk reckless. That's the odds, yo. That's why I said there's a lot going on with this trial. It's a lot going on with that case because once people popping out to show support, you need to be alerted to that. I wouldn't be surprised if some people start falling off, missing, or getting real quiet. Okay? It's a lot of dudes who are very close, and you like, they ain't charged, they ain't called Stevie J, and all these dudes. None of these individuals, these dudes got money tied. Social Security numbers tied to Bad Boy Entertainment. They bonded. They all got Burt Padell checks. They all got Carm checks. They got checks publishing. All type of stuff that's connected. If you charging this man with a RICO, with a conspiracy, none of these dudes are investigated. None of these dudes are charged. None of these women. That this man popped out with a free Diddy shirt at a federal court and not worried about anything? Yeah, okay. Let me see Carlucci so I can ask him for real. Because I don't do no interviews and all that. That ain't my shit. And I know him for real. He's one of the few who've seen me in action. One of the few who know, now son get busy. Son get busy for real. I'll back one of y'all down. He know. He knows. So it ain't been about no blowing it up and exposing and all this other weirdness. Talk to him man to man like, son, how you been? I heard you was a little twisted for a while. What's good with you? You're looking good. So I don't know what they was talking about. You looking right. And you still loyal to the brand. What's really good? What you know? Is this man coming home? Or are you out here to point fingers and report back to him? And let him know what's shaking? Because again, for somebody who's up for RICO, conspiring with nobody, they ain't touched that man money. That man money's still intact. Y'all ain't thinking? As big as this case is, as much press as it's getting, and he could get his chick 30 mil and still have bread to say, yo, take this 50 mil for, excuse me, for a bail? Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's a lot of play, a lot of distraction bullshit. So that's why I don't watch every day, all day. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be trying to build this little YouTube space over going every day. This is how people try to play. They want to be in any way they can. I'm not that. I'm trying to educate y'all, and hopefully y'all take it, accept it, build on it, support it, pull together so we can find ways to correct ourselves and concentrate on other things so we can plot and do what needs to be done. This shit is real, man. They played a game on us for decades. Believing in false narratives and weird shit. Got our kids wrapped up in it. Now some of us have seen 55-year-olds still wrapped up in this Versace bullshit and shines and all this other weirdness, man. Not wanting to be free. So I got to see Carlucci. Where you at? Tag him. Damn it, what's good, homie? Yeah, how you popping out safe all of a sudden? What's really good? Because a lot of these dudes is quiet. They been quiet. And if he come home, I want to see. Watch they face when they ace. Gonna be a lot of dudes. They'll be right there with him now, lined up. Lined up. He'll call them and they'll come with their own baby oil. What the hell's going on around here? And that's for real. So anyway, I want to get into this Laurianne Gibson. I'm serious. She has to be somebody that's very sus with grooming abilities. Because she's unscathed. She been with him. She been with him with the band. What was Shorty name? Fred and all of them was saying all this weirdness was going on. She was right there. When the cameras go off, it get worse. None of y'all had nothing to say about her? At all? Shh. Let's go. In 2005, Gibson rose to prominence on the MTV reality series Making the Band and later worked as a judge on Little Talent Show, Skating with the Stars, and So You Think You Can Dance. She also had a brief musical career in which she released 2 albums. This is Grippergate already. She in. You don't get on these shows. These is top-notch shows without being Grippergate. Okay? Her life and career. We're going to go just straight from Wiki because it's real weird. I'm telling you. Born in Toronto, Canada. 1969. She rose to public prominence as the star of MTV's Making a Band and P. Diddy and Mark Barnett's Star Maker series. Gibson was also a fly girl on In Living Color. In Living Color. So you there with J-Lo. J-Lo's Grippergate. You there with what's the other chick named Josie. Backup dancers is Grippergate. They don't get no bread. How they get the prominence? Grippergate. Somebody baby oiling them down. And they take it. And they take it. Trust and believe. You want this? You know what you got to do. Okay? Following her training At the Alvin Ailey American Dance Theater, Gibson went from theater dance to hip-hop, becoming director of choreography for Motown Records and Bad Boy Records. So all them steps you seen Total do, Mary, with that bullshit she do, Faith, 112, that's her choreography. Okay? Probably even Mason and Locks when they was bad boy. Because they ain't learned that dance shit they was doing in YO or Harlem. They don't dance like that in Harlem with them shiny suits. Laurianne probably told them, this is how you move. Yeah. Because she sure was smiling and happy in that shit. I ain't never seen no street thug from Yonkers smiling with a shiny ass farmer Oshkosh shit. Nah, man, he's too big to be moving and dancing like that. Laurianne showed him how to do that shit. Yes, she did. She did. She also worked with Michael Jackson, Alicia Keys, and Beyonce. Beyonce's Grippergate. Y'all say she's a witch. Laurie worked with her. She gotta be something too. Right? Okay. Yeah, let's not play. She also done choreography for the movies Alfie and Honey, in which she also appeared as Jessica Alba's dance rival. This is Grippergate stuff, man. Jessica Alba? Come on, man. Come on. In November 2011, Lady Gaga ended her professional relationship with Gibson due to creative differences. Lady Gaga, Grippergate. She's Grippergate all the way through. Television. She was on In Living Color, 9-3 and 9-4. Making a band from 2005 to 2009, and she ain't seen nothing, no abuse, none. He barked on her on TV. We seen it. She ain't see him throwing nobody around. All these allegations from back then, she ain't seen nothing. Yeah, all right. 2009, P. Diddy Star Maker. 2010, Skating with the Stars. She was a judge. Dance Moms. I'm going to get back to that. 2017, she was on Dance Moms. Ofe Productions. Ofe's. All right? 2018, Laurianne Gibson, Beyond the Spotlight as herself. So You Think You Can Dance, she was a judge. Dress My Talk, too. Her personal life. Now, this is where, I gotta say, this is Grippergate. I've never seen anybody personal life in a wiki page say, Gibson is the godmother of American model and dancer Alton Mason, whose career she helped launching by securing him a position as backup dancer for P. Diddy at the BET Awards in 2015. That's the only thing you can say about a 50-something-year-old woman who's been in the industry all this time. She ain't got no boyfriend, no former boyfriend, no spouse, no former spouse, no girlfriend, nothing. Her personal life is she's the godmother of this dude who's just now getting massive burn as a male model. And I'm trying to figure out how she the godmother. This dude ain't even from here. Do you understand? That's the only thing. That's Grippergate all over it. Nobody put up any information. You know you can edit wikis. Nobody. So she ain't deal with nobody. She ain't deal with Diddy. She ain't deal with Fatima. Shit, she ain't deal with Big. Nobody. Nobody in the whole entire industry of Grippergate. Nobody. She ain't deal with Missy, Mary, nothing. She ain't carpet much. She ain't do nothing. Nothing. A Canadian? No disrespect, Jean. Canadians, y'all get it in. We're not even going to play. Y'all, weird. Yeah, y'all get it in. Especially when they got some little old face in them. They come down from Canada, going to Idaho and Utah and getting the porn industry. There's a little freak stuff going up there in Canada. Y'all be in that snow, in them log cabins and in the projects and all that, freaking off. She's also a dancer. Okay? And she ain't bad looking if she not yelling at some damn body. That's when she look evil, like the wit, and you can see it. That's the gripper gate coming out. So nobody clapped them cheeks. Nobody. The whole bad boy camp. Nobody. Personal life is that she's a godmother of a kid that's just now coming up on everybody's radar. I think not. Nah. That means you highly connected. That means in whatever framework this entity of Bad Boy Records and the Grippergate that did it, she high up in it. She was making sure certain things was going on. I'm telling you. He couldn't do it alone. He could not do it alone. I'm telling you that for absolute fact. He actually is making hit records, telling dudes to sample certain shit, taking dudes publishing, running the hit makers, making sure his artists look a certain way, directing videos. He's doing all this shit on his own. Plus Grippergate with no help. Nobody is feeding him these women. Nobody's feeding him these boys. Because somebody fed this model. The model started dancing. He was dancing for Diddy. That was his big break. Laurianne positioned him and put him there. Okay? Now, being that in her wiki, they got Laurianne, right? Right there with So You Think You Can Dance. You know who else is there? Twitch. Stephen Twitch Boss. We know what happened to him. Ellen is Grippergate to the highest level. Pizza and all that. Twitch is out of here. Laurianne was right there with him. Okay? And Leah Remini. Scientology escapee. Grippergate. Now, also on the show, when Laurianne was leaving because of the pandemic or whatever happened, who else they had? Little JoJo. Y'all know JoJo Siwa? Yeah, y'all know her little weird self? Yeah. Grippergate. Grippergate. JoJo Siwa, her relationship is sketchy. She had a relationship with a TikTok star named Mark. Then she came out as being part of the LGBTQ. Okay? This little youngin' now who was on Dance Moms and all that. She got a little age on her. She wowed out. Initially declining to label her sexuality, later she shared that she was not attracted to men and identified as a lady. During her time on Celebrity Big Brother, right now, 2025, she's with dudes. A dude, rather. She admitted that she had begun identifying as queer rather than a lady. Saying, quote unquote, F the L, I'm going to the Q. She further disclosed she used any and all pronouns, indicating she identifies as non-binary. And said as much on who? On Raven Simone's podcast. Grippergate. Laurianne Gibson is attached to this. Okay? What's going on? Nobody questioning Lori. Who is Laurianne Gibson? Now, She says she's this boy, or they said, and he said that she is the godmother to this model. This model is Gripper Gate, this little sweet, tangy looking boy who, at a very young age, was around the Puffster, dancing for him. Backup dancer. We know what them backup dancers do. We know that. And we know backup dancers get a lot of baby oil. He went from being a backup dancer at a young age around Diddy to being a model. Laurianne Gibson pushed him to Diddy. He calling her his godmother. Though his godmother, choreographer Laurianne Gibson, through his godmother. He was able to obtain a position as a backup dancer for Diddler at the BET Awards in 2015. 10 years ago. We just finding out about Shorty. 10 years, 2015, the Diddler was at his apex. So they saying and accusing him of. And he ain't get this sweet little boy. Y'all said y'all blaming the Diddler for being in bed with Usher and doing all type of things to Usher over cereal and all that. Y'all said that he might have did some strange things with Justin Bieber. So you mean to tell me that he gonna skip this boy right here, who Laurianne brought to him? He gonna skip. Shorty escaped that. And Shorty was looking very, very, very sweet. Very sweet. Let's continue. Which eventually led to being signed as a model by a modeling agency. Mason was then discovered on Instagram and cast for Kanye West Yeezy Season 3 show at Madison Square Garden. So he danced for Diddy. Walked the runway same year for Kanye. Kanye just said he was knocking his cousin's meat off and stopped when he was 14. So we also know Kanye is Gripper Gate because he married porn star Kim Kardashian, who got famous through her tape with Ray J, because she was knocking Ray J's little meat off on video. Gripper Gate. This is all Gripper Gate activity. This is all industry. So how does boy escape? Let's see. He ain't escaped. 2 years later, he walked for the Gucci Fall 2017 show in Milan Fashion Week. Okay? Chanel's creative director, Karl Lagerfeld, chose him for a 2018 show, becoming the first black male model to walk for the brand. Lagerfeld just gonna pick up any black boy? Come on, yo. We talking about the Euro. Karl Lagerfeld, the Euro. In the fashion world. He was brought through the gate by his so-called godmother, Laurianne. There's hierarchies and levels to this. Somebody bringing you through the door. We still don't know about none. We ain't know about this. We just finding out about him recently. Okay? Then he went, Hugo Boss. Okay? Got with Pharrell Williams for Chanel. Went to Lacoste. He modeling. Versace, Puma, Fenty, Michael Kors. He going on. He building this shit up. Okay? This is him. Lori brought him through. Then, Mason portrayed Little Richard In the 2022 biopic Elvis. That's high-end money. That's high-end A-list. He played Lil Richard. Grippergate. Lil Richard said, yo, I had to be femme back then, or I would have never got on. Now, we don't know if Lil Richard is part of Baby Oil, but Shorty, you portrayed Lil Richard. Grippergate. You can't ignore none of this. Now, let's see. I'm trying to figure out how she is his godmother. Mason was born in Nebraska in a family of Jamaican, Ghanaian, and Haitian heritage. His father, Alton Mason Sr., is a former professional basketball player. His mother is a former model. So if his mother's a former model in Arizona, or from Arizona, where's the Laurianne connection? This boy was born in Nebraska. 2 years later, he got shot to Europe because his father's playing ball. He lived in 11 European countries: Greece, Belgium, Bosnia, and the Netherlands in a time span of 13 years. He didn't come back to the States until he was 17. Laurianne Gibson is running around with Bad Boy and all this other shit. Where you his godmother? Where? But this is the shit they print to keep people at bay. These are the narratives in the bios that they create. This boy might have been rush houred through the industry. Yeah. Huh? Talk about it. He moved away from Arizona to study dancing and acting in Los Angeles. Okay? Laurianne's responsible for him. So why is he doing his own makeup, lipstick, and all that? Why he running around with his nipples out and all that? You mean to tell me y'all painting Diddy as a monster? Y'all said him and Usher used to wrestle under the covers for Frosties and shit and Captain Crunch, berries and all that? And with some freakiness going on? But this little pretty chocolate boy escaped when a Puffter was supposedly high as hell every day on GHB and pills and all that. He ain't look at that boy. Do you mean to tell me this pretty boy escaped, but Diddy was hitting TD Jakes and Carl Winslow? Come on, man. You serious? That's what we going for? That this little pretty boy could get rich and get notoriety dancing for Bad Boy, and Diddy leave him alone and go to TD Jakes. He gonna hit that old man gripper. Carl Winslow's a damn elder, but Diddy done knocked them two down and let this little boy escape? Come on, man. Let's go on. Now, in different articles, check this out. He can be seen romping around the world with his fellow Gucci model girlfriend. Now, he's saying he got a girlfriend back then, Nicole Atieno, as well as his crew of next generation stars like Dylone and somebody named Ducky Thot. You got somebody named Ducky Thot and Carry Keynes. Mason's personal style, of course, also reflects his eclectic way of life. Eclectic like Andre 3000. And adheres to no time, place, or gender. So you see how they throw that in one paragraph? He got a Gucci model that's also his girlfriend, but he doesn't adhere to a time, a place, or a gender at any given moment. Sierra Ducky is a mod, but it's a man or it's a woman. You got a man named Ducky Thot? This is what I'm saying. They got black men with too much dumb. It's a man named Ducky Thot? What the hell's going on? Let's continue. Yeah. Right? We did all the easy, yeah, boom, boom, boom. Later, he was featured in the Gucci brand's first all-black pre-fall 2017 campaign, in which he shows off his dancing talents in a blue floral suit and queer core loafers. He's now a Gucci runway regular. And Mason has been getting so much work these days that he isn't seen in his apartment in Los Angeles in 6 months. Let's go. What was it like growing up in Arizona? This when he was little. Actually, I didn't grow up in Arizona. My dad was a professional basketball player, so by the age of 2, I moved to Belgium. He was in Belgium at 2. Laurianne Gibson was knee-deep in Bad Boy. Where is the connection? I stayed there for 4 years, and then we moved around from Amsterdam to Greece to the Czech Republic and Bosnia. My dad had me at a young age with my mom. So that's all we knew. They stayed together since the age of 14 and had me at 18. So they real young. Mom and dad was 14 to 18. 14, y'all playing in each other grippers and shit. And had him at 18. The final place they stayed was the Czech Republic. Okay, and he speak Dutch. Several languages. Laurianne Gibson, you know them how? How? You know his father? You know his mama? Or did y'all meet him? And then say, yeah, he's going to be good for rush hour. Let's essay rush hour him. Because the path to Diddy is crazy for me. Right? As gender is becoming more fluid in modern society and fashion, how do you feel about it? And this is his answer. I like the shift because it's opening doors for people to just do them. People are tired of hiding, and hiding is not fun. Just because you feel like you're not going to be accepted or you're scared of what someone's going to say. I love it. So let people do what they want to do with themselves because they're the ones waking up and looking in the mirror every morning. Let people make their own choices. This is what he said. As a youngin', he's still a youngin'. Still a youngin'. And this is what he said a few years ago. Do you think that masculinity is changing in your generation? Asking somebody who has Laurianne Gibson as a godmother, pushed him to meet Diddy, got him to Karl Lagerfeld and Kanye. Now he does his own makeup. Let's go. Yeah, I think it is, and it's really fly. Masculinity used to be very fragile. And we're kind of lifting the barriers and we're accepting it. Back in the day, it was definitely like, I'm a man, I can do this by myself. But today, it's like, listen, boys do cry. It's okay. Get your ass out of here. Laurianne Gibson. Laurianne Gibson. He also was stated saying, I found myself in New York with no money with Laurianne Gibson as a godmother, okay? Going to all these castings and not getting any callbacks with Laurianne Gibson as a godmother, a father who was a basketball player. He says of his early days, no one believed in me except my family and myself. That's what he said. Nobody believed in him but Laurianne Gibson is his godmother. And that's when I got the call for Kanye West's show. Held at Madison Square Garden in front of 20,000 people. What are we doing? We not going to figure out who the hell Laurianne Gibson is? Connected to every element of Grippergate, whether it's Lil Old Phase, whether it's Disney, whether it's Viacom, whether it's Diddy, whether it's the modeling world. And she don't get mentioned one time in all of this investigation, in the exposing of the Cassie tape. And Diddy getting knocked, right? They locked him up publicly at the hotel, denied his bail 4 times, picking jury, and nobody is asking about Laurianne Gibson. Her name don't come up. Mike Bivens' name don't come up. We see Carlucci now. What up, Luch? Yeah, we see. Okay? I'm telling y'all, don't get played. Don't get played. Okay? Yeah, that's possible too. That's possible too, Flatbush. Yeah. Yeah. Canadian? Come on. Nah. It's going down. We see Al B. Shaw giving interviews now on NBC. Yeah, he did it. Yeah, no. Yeah, I blame Puffy. Like, come on, Al B. Come on now. As soon as he said it, look who pop out, Carlucci. Look it. I'm telling you, man. Listen. Huh? Yeah. Listen. Shit get real funky. This whole shit, don't let them fool you. Be prepared. Yeah, I said that. Yeah, Mike Bivens, yeah. He was right there. He had a check. They was with Diddy. Y'all didn't see that? Y'all ain't see the remix and all that with Diddy? Come on, man. Huh? Y'all didn't see the new edition Bad Boy Era? You don't have to worry. Come on, man. See, they didn't show y'all that in the movie, in the document. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. And then right after that, what? Viv was right there. Executive. Bad boy. Yeah, yeah. They all know. They all seen some weirdness. And in a federal investigation of this magnitude, none of them got called in? Yeah, all right. But again, I made it. I'm glad I made it through. A few little hiccups. You know what I'm saying? For those who funded, who was funded the war effort, much appreciation. Okay. I seen one, I think. For those who didn't, much appreciation. For the new subscribers, this is the class. This is how we get it in. And I think it was a new subscriber that funded the war effort. But I ain't saying nothing. Yeah. It's funny style out here. It really is. So watch with clear eyes and listen with clean ears. There's distractions going on. Philly, please, Philly, let us know what we can do as a nation to help Philly out. Okay? Please. Philly, I got to stop unaliving soldiers, man. And I don't know where that come from. Philly is a city of knuckle games. Philly? Back in my day, you go to Philly, you'll get beat the fuck up. Easy. Everybody in Philly could box. All of them had knuckle games. How the hell they get to clapping all of a sudden all the time? What are y'all doing? Yeah. You serious? Y'all punching? Y'all forgot how to punch people in the face, Philly? And y'all just get y'all young dudes, man. Come on, we got to do that. We need our soldiers, man. Because we got a bunch of fairies in the town. Yeah, Philly got the shell defense, the peekaboo. Come on, man. Philly? Nah, man. That shit is insane, man. It is. It's insane to me, man. And y'all unaliving positive people. You dig? Come on now. So again, y'all come back to class with all 10 fingers and 10 toes. And stop asking me about that bag fuel shit. I believe them. I really do. I know. I'm telling you, I've been through it. If this dude was getting 200 grand a month and wasn't setting none of them out, all that humility should go out the window. Somebody should have dropped him. I don't get it. Like I said, in the decade that I was gone, y'all unaliving people who got potential to do for the community and do for others, and y'all let these sucker ass dudes live. I'd pop my mouth so fast. You crazy? Y'all letting them live? Let's see a federal agent or something on the low. No way. And it's an agreement. I never had no agreement with nobody. With nobody. They look, they see what I say, they reach out, I rock. A word, you like what I'm saying? Let's have this conversation. Let's build a nation. Let's exchange information and ideas to get our people to liberation. I'm going to be there. I don't ask for shit from nobody. I don't. If I don't work, I don't eat. I didn't work over the weekend, I didn't eat. I don't come on nobody platform tomorrow, sign this and let's agree to. Nah, because then it get funny. Because when you do some industry shit to me, I'm going to knock your head right off. You out of here. You the past, bro. I don't play those games. Contracts and OFAs and all this other weirdness. No. I deal with man shit the way a man deals with it. So I'm going to do it. We're going to have discussion after discussion after discussion. Wasn't nothing there. But if you as a man on some bullshit and don't feel that the exchange is worthy, then it's going to burn out. That's just what it's going to do. So when they saying this dude got 200K a month and they set it out, yeah, that's the industry shit. But y'all let it rock. Just the way y'all been letting Diddy rock all these years. And he ain't the only one. It's mad dudes in the industry that's doing stupid bonehead shit because they learned from the old phase. You got this Brian Leach dude that was running around TVT Records. Crap. Old people mad bread. And I blew his head straight to the moon. For real. But again, dudes like me was taken off of the set mostly because of our own errors, our own miscalculations. Some of them got forever. Some of them got lost in the system. I made it back to the town. But I'm still in my core values. I believe in my people. If my people don't believe in me and don't think I need resources to move, then that's on them. I don't know why y'all looking at Burkina Faso and thinking that this man is not making sure that he's able to do it by the people pouring into him. They believe in him. They pouring into him. Don't think that that man doesn't have resources to do, because he would have been knocked off. They offering his people millions of dollars to line him up. And they saying, no, we got bread. We got our own bread. We're going to put our bread into him. He's our leader. We rocking with him. Me, I go ahead outside and get my head knocked the fuck off. The feds and knock me off. Because I'm not believed in. But you deep, yo, you, yeah. How? I'm protected on my own accord because I move in the streets right. Because I've been trained. And I've been in the service. People don't feed and put in to what they claim they believe in. That's why all these dudes flip. Soon as they get approached, as soon as the pressure get on, or you talking that talk, they come and get them. And either they pay them off or they shut them up. Because the people don't galvanize and protect their space. They say, nah, these individuals, as far as we rocking, let's go. That's how that shit is. So yeah, y'all keep sending me that shit. Yeah, I believe they did that shit to them bag fuel dudes. Yeah, no doubt. But it's on them. It's on them. It wouldn't have been me. It wouldn't have been. I guarantee you that. I guarantee you that. And sometimes, again, sometimes, I'm not saying all, and I'm not saying that anything recent, but sometimes that's what caused these dudes to get their head knocked off. So while we watching and we thinking we know what transpired with a lot of these rap dudes, some of these execs, some of these family members of rap dudes, they play with the wrong dudes. Sometimes, all the time, it's not just negative black on black ghetto bull. Sometimes they mess with dudes that's not playing, and it's more about integrity and how men handle themselves. And dudes be on some dumb shit when it comes to that bag. I'm telling you, it's poison. It's poison. Because it make people rotten to their core. And they hold on and hold on and hold on and hold on and greedy and stingy and trying to think of ways to work around not getting it. I'm telling you, you have to know how to utilize it to uplift people. Have to. If you don't, we're going to keep revolving around in the same murky mess until they get rid of us. I don't know why people don't think it's a possibility. It's a very, 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 very good possibility. I'm telling you, they did not need the so-called indigenous people no more. They got rid of them. Every day, they still trying to exterminate them. You next in line. You keep thinking they need you. Nah, they don't even need nature no more. These people, these old faces, sick. They don't even have a connection with nature. Trying to block out the sun, trying to destroy the water, eliminate animals. So you think they won't do it to you? You better start supporting each other. You better start becoming very militant and minding who is really there for you and working with you. So again, to those who funded the war effort today, new subscriber, much appreciation to you. Truckers, be safe. Be safe, okay? Get to your destinations. Make sure you utilizing your horn, okay? No rest stop dots. If you're tired, you got the cat shit in your eye, pull over to the side, don't drive. My paperwork is good. Always been good. Ain't no rat in here. So shout out to Ja out there in Strong Island. My trucker, my brother La. Wherever you at, La. I don't know if you in Georgia. I don't know if you in Tennessee, wherever you at. My brother La. La, I'm telling you, see Lucci. Okay? Tell Dallas we see Lucci. He popped out. All right? Yeah. Okay, everybody else, if you got anything going on, put it in the comments. Build a nation. And if you need an assessment, get it. I'm telling y'all, if you already up under here, get your sessions in. Book it. Book it. I'm seeing people, boom. Again, I ain't calling no names out, but something hit them and now I'm telling you. No. Make sure it's an exercise. Regular sessions, regular movement will keep you right in the frame of mind. It's exercise. We got to be balanced in this shit. If you don't practice, it's like anything else. You're not going to be as sharp. So to manage your anger is practice. It's therapy. It's therapeutic. Let's get it. You dig? And maybe y'all done held me down. I done was able to get through this. Mike could come on later on. I want to address some things that I've been seeing in the news. Okay? I'll try. I got to get some more tea, some more oregano oil. And again, as always, I appreciate y'all coming through. You dig? Can we build on a relationship between New York City and Long Island as far as a culture of hip hop? What's this? First of all, what's the separation? New York City and Long Island. What's the separation? Long Island has always been a part of hip hop from the rip. What's the separation? We was going out to Long Island clubs, shit, 86, 87, 88. We was going to dance clubs out there in Hempstead, and we was going out there. There ain't no separation. How you gonna separate it? Nah, man, I'm connected. East New York is right there. East New York, Queens, Long Island. Shout out to Willette and all them from Hempstead. I ain't seen them in years. We used to go out there on a regular. Shout out to the big guard, big understanding. Where my guard at, the big wild ass, big ass aunt. He probably still in Georgia. We was going to Hempstead. We talking 86, 87, 88. Ain't no separation. We don't do that. How you gonna separate Biz, EPMD, Rakim, JVC4? Where's the separation? Nah, man. Nah, we not gonna do that. Nah, we ain't gonna separate Long Island. Nah, come on. Though y'all got some bullshit with y'all law enforcement in Nassau County and Suffolk County. That's the separation. Don't get knocked out there. Yeah. But other than that, come on now. Y'all know we love y'all. Y'all got all the roller skating rings and all that shit. We was always going through laces and all that shit. Come on, stop that. LI and the boroughs is always right there. You dig? We don't do that. We don't do that. All right? So again, much appreciation. And if you in the replay game, whenever the replay come up, y'all can still fund that war effort because y'all act like the only time we could do it or y'all could do it is when we on live. Y'all the ones that miss class, not us. So do what y'all do. And as always, 55 gang, get y'all grades up.